Good afternoon, everybody. World citizens, melanated people. How are you today? I'm looking the wrong way. I'm supposed to be looking right here, but I'm looking right here. Yeah. Hey, it's a beautiful day out here. I'm enjoying myself outside. I'm loving it out here at Langford Park in Orlando, Florida. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it out here. As a matter of fact, I live outside. I'm what society would call homeless. And there's two reasons why I decide I want to be homeless. Because I love the outdoors. I love it out here. There's nothing like waking up in the morning outside. I love it out here. And the other reason why is because I want to minimize as much as possible my support of white supremacy. Okay? Because believe it or not, when we're living in houses and renting apartments or renting a house or leasing a car, paying mortgage and paying all of the bills that go with having a car and having a house or having an apartment or a condo, whatever have you. We're going to these stores, and I'm talking about us as melanated people. When we're patronizing these stores and buying all of these expensive clothes and trying to keep up with the Joneses, and whatever have you and whatnot. We're supporting the system of white supremacy, and we're practicing white supremacy. Okay? And we shouldn't be doing that. Okay? Another thing that we shouldn't be doing is we should not be bringing children into a system of white supremacy. Okay, I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover that in another topic because there's some things about being a parent in a white supremacy that really affects children that are melanated. We wonder why our children are the way that they are. It's because we're birthing them in a system of white supremacy. And we're practicing the system of white supremacy. We're practicing white supremacy as melanated people. Okay? Now, I'm going to cover that in another topic because I want to get more educated about, how us as parents, us as people bringing children into this world, how it's affecting them in the system of white supremacy. I want to educate myself a lot more on that, but there's a lot of videos. There's a video that I've watched, as a matter of fact, last night. It was a video where a brother was explaining how in the system of white supremacy and how being a parent and being a child is really having a detrimental psychological effect on the child in the system of white supremacy. I forget that video. I should have wrote that video down. However, I'll get that video out, because I want people, especially melanated people, to understand how the system of white supremacy is affecting our children. Not only us, but it's affecting our children. We wonder why our children are running around here all crazy and psychologically messed up. Well, we have a lot to do with that. This is true. Just getting my stuff, carrying it over here in the shade. But for right now, I just want to talk about how I came to embark upon this path to learning, understanding, and deconstructing and annihilating the system of white supremacy. Okay. And so, year 2006, the Creator put me on a path. And whatever path we find ourselves on, we're on that path by divine design. Okay? By divine intervention, we are on the path that we are on. Okay? Nothing happens out of coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is by divine intervention. And everything that we do, everything that is happening, is meant to happen. Okay? For some certain reason. Okay? So, we're here. Okay? So, back in 2006, I'm just walking around here in this beautiful grass. Okay? Back in the year 2006, I embarked upon a path to rediscover myself. I had grew up Christian, and it was just not fulfilling for me. Okay, I ended up, I was in a choir, and I was sitting up there, and I said to myself, no, there's something missing here. Something is not right. Something I can't put my finger on it. But something is not right. Okay? I'm not being told something. Something is not clicking with me. Okay? There has to be something more to this than what I'm being told, than what I am experiencing. Okay? And so what happened was a couple of brothers that I worked with, they began to speak to me about the group called Moorish American. They were Moorish Americans. They were studying Moorish Americanism and whatever have you. And I began to study a little bit with them. But I didn't get too deep into it because I'm not the type of person, I'm not the type of individual to just totally immerse myself in anything until I feel within my being, within the core of my being, that it is something that I am meant to be into. Okay, so I studied a little bit with them, and then I was looking at some lectures of theirs, some lectures that was given to me. Dr. C.M. Bay and Taj Tariq Bey and Dr. Phil Valentine. At the time, I think he was a Moorish American. I think he broke away from that. But anyway, I was looking at these videos, and then I began to start to look into what they were talking about. And they were talking about different things, man, not just the laws of the Quran that the Honorable Noble Drew Ali wrote, and uh, um, I respect that man. I respect all of the people who are contributing to the mental and psychological and spiritual liberation of melanated people. And so I started to study the things that they were all talking about. Like I said, CM Bay, and Phil Valentine and Tosh Bay, and those people. And so the creator led me down the path of getting a certain understanding of what they were talking about. And then excuse me for a moment. Then I began to get into the whole comedic science thing, and I studied a little bit about that, and got a basic understanding of what that was about. Okay, and then I started getting into Nubianism, and trying to get an understanding of what that was about. I studied a little bit of everything that had something to do with the psychological and spiritual liberation of people of melanated skin pigmentation. Okay, but I came to a wall, and fast forward to today, or present time. It's the year of 2018. I moved down here to Florida back in the year of uh, 2017, last May, and I ended up homeless here, and whatever have you. And about a month ago, I was up on this vacant building. I was up on the rooftop, sleeping up there, and at the time I was dealing with a lot of depression, and suicidal thoughts, from things that happened to me in my lifetime, things that happened to me in my childhood, my adolescence, and my teenage years, my adult years, and those things, I was on a path of healing, healing myself, and healing myself spiritually and psychologically and emotionally, and I was dealing with depression, and so I came to a point in my life where I was tired of being here, I was tired of being here. And I learned how to make a noose, because I was at the point to where I wanted to just end my life. Okay. And I made that noose. And I looked up at the sky and I said, God, if you don't help me, I'm going to take myself out of here. And when I said that, the name or the energy, I believe it's the energy, but the name, Francis Cress Welsing, came to me. I said, wow, okay, that's interesting. Okay, why did that come to me? And so, that name just kept on pounding into my head, Francis Cress Welsing, Francis Cress Welsing. And I said, okay. So I went to the library and I started looking at her videos, and seeing what she was talking about, and she was talking about the system of white supremacy, and how it's affecting us as melanated beings, how it's affecting us health-wise and emotionally and spiritually and psychologically. She's a psychiatrist, and she spoke very intelligently and very prominently upon how the system of white supremacy is affecting us. Okay. And she made mention of Nelly Fuller Jr. And these two, I've heard of them, but I didn't get into them in prior years. I didn't get into them. I only started getting into them when this incident occurred. Okay. So I started studying them and, studying what they were saying and, studying a little bit about what they were saying. And it just hit me. This is what you are here to do. This is your purpose. When I realized that, and I started to study these things, and study about how white supremacy is affecting us, I said, this is something serious. And I said, I have to participate. This is my purpose. Okay? And this is what I'm here to do. And I've never been so sure about anything else in my life. Okay? And so that's how I came to be a participant. And I'm participating any way that I can. Economically, psychologically, mentally, spiritually. I am partaking in this quest along with other people who are doing the same thing. Okay? In this quest to annihilate the system of white supremacy. Okay? So, as melanated people, we all should be participating in the fight to deconstruct and annihilate white supremacy. I believe that this is our purpose and this is our cosmological assignment, the assignment that has been given to us from the Creator itself. The reason why I say the Creator itself is because the Creator is energy. The Creator is spirit. There is no gender to the Creator. Okay? The Creator is a masculine and feminine energy that works together to produce and create worlds, universes, galaxies, dimensions, beings. Okay? So our purpose as melanated beings, as melanated people, is to find a way to deconstruct and annihilate the system of white supremacy. Okay. So that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm doing. And I feel so blessed. I feel so proud to participate. I feel blessed that I have found this path, this purpose. This is my purpose, and I know it is. Okay? I haven't been sure about anything else in my life. I am here to deconstruct and annihilate the system of white supremacy. And everything that I do, from being homeless, and anything that I may do, is going to be geared toward deconstructing and annihilating the system of white supremacy. Okay. So that's all. And I salute everyone who who's doing the same thing. The videos that I'm going to be making is going to be from studies, that I'm taking up. I'm going to be listening to more people whose aim is to do the same thing, because I have found new videos of people whose aim is to deconstruct and annihilate the system of white supremacy. So I'm going to be listening to them and studying what they're studying, and researching, just educating myself as much as I can, and then relaying my personal perspective back to those who are watching my videos. So I'm sending a broadcast out to all people who are of melanated skin pigmentation. If you are joining, if you are partaking in this quest, send me as many videos and your encouragements and your perspectives. If you want to give me your phone number, if you want to link up, let's link up. Let's figure out a way to destroy this system of white supremacy, because not only is the system of white supremacy affecting people of melanated skin color, it's also affecting the earth. It's destroying the earth. Okay? So it's very vital that we understand this. The very earth that we live on, white supremacy is destroying it. Okay? So I have more thoughts. Okay, and I'm going to make another video. All right. This is not the only video that I'm going to be making today, because I have some thoughts, about this thing, and I need to get them out. I want to get some thoughts out and get some feedback, and hopefully we can come up with a situation, and we will come up with a situation or a solution. We will come up with a solution to destroy white supremacy, and it can be done. Dr. Neely Fuller said that we can destroy the system of white supremacy. Why? Because people put it together. All right? So I'm encouraging everyone. Let's join the fight to destroy the system of white supremacy. Okay? Because it can be deconstructed and annihilated. Okay? All right. That's all for this video. And I hope it inspires people. And yeah, that's it. All right. Peace.